Hello, and welcome to another episode of Despite the Challenges, a show where we showcase people who, despite their own challenges, have overcome their impediments. Not only they have turned around their own lives, but they amaze us all. They inspire us. Today, my guest is 11-year-old young man, Sparsh Shah, along with his parents here at the studio. Sparsh, who was born with a rare and incurable bone disorder called osteogenesis imperfecta, and most commonly known as brittle bone disorder. Sparsh to date has about 100 plus fractures, and he has some implants in his hands and feet to stabilize him. He was told that no matter what happens to him, his voice would always be intact, and this young, high-spirited, sweet child has used the gifted voice, and he is amazing. He amazes us all. I want to hear more directly from Sparsh. Sparsh, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chopra.
And Hiren,
Hi.
Mom,
Thank you.
Jigisha,
Thank you, Ms. Mittal.
you must be so proud of him.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely. I mean, this is an honor for us to be here on the show. We definitely feel, very glad that you gave us this opportunity to, have Sparsh with you, and tell people our story.
Sparsh, you are star of the show today. Tell us a little bit about you.
So, my name is Sparsh Shah. I'm 11 years old, and as Ms. Chopra said, I was born with a rare bone disease called osteogenesis imperfecta. And in my type 8 is so severe that it even prevents me from bearing weight on my legs and hands, which means I can't stand and run like normal kids. So I mean, many people with my disease have many fractures in their life. And I, for one, have suffered more than 130 alone. 35 when I was born. So, but even then, even with these challenges that I face, I still like to stay positive and be happy all the time.
I can see you're so happy kid, huh?
As I say, it's how I roll.
That's how you roll. Good spirit. And Sparsh, you are in school. You're
Yes.
6th grader. You love school?
Yeah, it's great. I'm a 6th grader at IMS Middle School, Island Middle School, and yeah, it's really good. I've been enrolled into honors math and reading, and I really like the classes. And I honestly think science and reading are my favorite classes.
Science and
Reading, yeah.
what do you like to read about?
Well, that depends. I mean, my favorite books would probably be like fantasy, adventure, action fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, I'm into this series called Spirit Animals, which is about these group of 11-year-old kids, just like in my age, that from another planet, just like Earth, that have summoned magical legendary spirit animals to be their partners, and they have to save the world from an evil force called the Conquerors.
Oh,
It's really awesome.
it is awesome.
Yeah, I'm waiting to read the 4th book.
You're reading for the 4th book. Okay. Let's hear a little bit from Mom and Dad. What was the time when you found out about his condition at the time of his?
So when I was pregnant, I think this rare condition doesn't deform well. The baby is very young, and as they grow, you start see the deformity. So we couldn't find out when I was pregnant. When he was born with multiple fractures. That's where doctor kind of guessed it that it could be osteogenesis. So immediately they transferred him to NICU for the cure because he had a lot of fractures and breathing problems. So that's where we found out that he had this special condition.
I see. So handling him needed special care from
Yes.
the very start.
Yeah, he was there in a NICU for 3 months, and then we moved him when he was a little stable. We moved him to rehabilitation center,
Children's Specialist Hospital.
Children's Specialized Hospital, and they took care very good, took care of him, and they then decided if he was ready. He was cured with his fractures, and he moved into home with us.
How old was he when
He was
got
6
him
months
home?
old.
6 months
So
old.
right from his birth till
First 6
for
months.
6 months he was in hospitals,
Yeah.
I see.
2 different hospitals, and as he said, he had about 35 plus fractures when he was born.
Yes.
So the condition was such that they had to put all the 5 diapers below him and just take one out of it, so he couldn't even move. It was that
Wow. I see.
critical at that point. We didn't even know if he would come back home. It was that challenging for us. It basically was our turning point in our life.
I'm sure. And having the first child, where a lot of anticipation, what
Yes.
you want to do as young parents, and all that, and then going through it is difficult, emotionally pretty difficult as well. And having the other challenges, how to handle when the child comes home, I'm sure that must have been quite a bit task at hand.
Yeah, it was challenging, definitely, because I think we came here in U.S., both of us came here in U.S. for work, and then we didn't have immediate family here.
Okay.
They were all back in India. So it was new to us, shocking news, turning point in our life, and thank God to the system here that, took care of some of the challenges, initial challenges, the burden that parent would face. It was definitely it was mentally and emotionally challenging, I would say.
I'm sure.
Visiting him every day, finding time, trying to find out how we're going to survive this challenge. And we had no clue in the beginning. As we kind of started working with different hospitals, doctors, we kind of got that information and also got kind of experience with training with him, like, how to change him, handle him every day.
Okay.
She wasn't afraid of anything or anyone. Later, Jane took work moving oxen from one place to another. When Jane drove her oxen, the other drivers stood in awe of her. Folks say she could knock a fly off an ox here with a whiplash 16 feet long. No one's quite sure how Martha Jane became known as Calamity Jane. Most folks think it was because she was a reckless and daring horseback riding on one of the best shots in the West. Jane loved adventure and had a generous heart. Calamity Jane embodies these adventures. I'm 9 years old, and I am going to perform a rap song, which is first written and performed by B. Shah. I am one of his greatest fans, by the way, ever since I heard this song. So now I'm going to perform it. Action. I'm lunching, I'm crashing. Let's hit the pigs till they all go pop with the best birds. We're angry. If you take our eggs, you're never gonna stop. Every female level, we will get their stars and set you straight. Maybe find a golden egg and wheel until the next update. Squeak those pigs to win a helmet. I'll ask you some tricks. Fake mustaches and green skin. It don't matter cause I know I'm gonna win. Legs on my side, they're pretty flat. Watch them in the air, the big stand high. Suddenly fade into her eggs like a spot. And the sides take up my fingers again. Touch the screen, the birds are angry. Me and them stop with Christmas all over. The old's gonna switch to a different thing. The different is making up the greatest team. Got that slingshot, bullet back. In for the rest, but then attack. Still got eggs, that was whack. And if you do it again, we're coming back. Sometimes you pigs just won't go. Oats come again like 4 in a row. We gotta get them suctions, they will overflow. Say goodbye, no hello. Stop your laughing and stop the snatching. We don't have eggs, so we don't have hatching. Get ready for the birds who are so diverse. Let's talk about them in the next verse. I'm a launching, I'm a crashing. Let's hit the pigs till the elbow pop with the best birds. But we're angry. If we take our eggs, we're never gonna stop. Every female level, we will get their stuff and set you straight. Maybe find it. and yellow, red, white, and blue. Even green is a color thrown in there too. A little behind, and then let's go through all the words and the birds that are gonna. And now, kids, the song you've all been waiting for. On the count of three, say it. 1, 2, 3. Let it go! All right. Oh, yeah, also, if you want to sing, you can sing with me. Ready? The snow glows white on the mountains tonight, and I'm forbidden to be singing. Kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the king. There's howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep me. Heaven knows I tried. Come in, don't let them see. Be the good boy you always have to be. Still don't need to let them know. Well, now they know. Come on, sing it, kids. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. But it will never bother me anyway. Come on, everybody, clap to the beat. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. The fears of one's control, they can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do. It's just the limits and break through. But no longer to me. I'm free. Let it go. Let it go. Come on, let's start. Let it go. Let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I stand. Let's go rage My power flurries through the air into the ground. Soulless fire will get frozen fractals all around. One thought crystallizes like an icy blast. Never going back. Come on, the past is in the past. Let it go, and rise like a break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. That perfect boy is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let's go rage on. Never bother me anyway.
Very nice. You. Wonderful. Wonderful. You such have a gifted voice, Sparsh.
Thank you.
You're such an inspiration.
Thank you.
And you have been now enrolled in vocal music, American,
Yeah.
Western classic, and Indian classic. Do you like to sing Indian classic as well?
Well, I guess I could sing something.
How many languages you speak?
I speak English, our native language Gujarati,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of Hindi, and I'm learning French.
Wow.
Yeah, French from my middle school, so I'd say around 3 to 4 languages.
Okay, that's pretty good for an 11-year-old.
Yeah, and I've also been thinking of doing since of course my favorite song would be "Let It Go" from Frozen, and since I since I checked this multi-language, the multi-language version on YouTube. It didn't have any Indian language in it, which I was surprised because Indian languages are the second most popular languages in the world. They even outnumber English. The amount of people that speak Indian languages outnumber the amount of people that speak English in the world. So I was thinking that, I mean,
He would create.
for my grandparents and my family in India to, so I'm thinking of maybe like trying to
Sing that
sing
song.
a translation. Make a translation of the song in Gujarati and, bring it out to all the Indians.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I just want to tell you one thing. He's very creative, and he sometime on his spare time, he think about writing a song, and he wrote one of his own song, and he composed himself on the piano. So that again amazed us. Like, wow, you can write. And it was a love song.
Can you sing a line or two? Can you sing a line or two?
Sure.
Go ahead.
What is that song called?
This love will never fade.
Okay.
Whoa, oh, oh, I've always wanted to tell how much I feel for you, but every time it seems like you don't feel me true. And now we're parting into different ways, which has driven my courage to face you ablaze, ablaze. You are my heart, you are my soul, you're the motivation of my every goal. If you were my drum, I'd be its beat. If you are the fire, I'm your heat. Oh, this is my love, with no boundaries on it. That this love will never fade.
Thank
Very
you.
nice, very nice.
Wonderful. And he has such a good memory. I cannot remember the whole song
Yeah.
myself.
Well, I mean, I composed it myself, so,
So you remember
pretty
it.
obvious.
Of course. Of course.
If someone composes his own song, is
Oh, like-
bound to remember it.
Sparsh, what inspires you so much?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just this instinct I get, or like,
You want to be anthropologist?
not an anthropologist, but
What would you like to be?
It was a paleontologist.
Oh, okay.
Anthropologists study humans, but
You want to study
I've ever since I was 2 or 3 years old, I've been very obsessed with prehistoric animals and dinosaurs.
Mhm.
And ever since then, I've always wanted to become a paleontologist. If someone came up to me and said, Sparsh, what would you like to be when I grow up? When you grow up, first thing I would say is, I want to be a paleontologist. And then they would be like, what is a paleontologist? I'm like, a paleontologist is someone who studies dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals. And they're like, wow.
Okay. Very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
And
Mhm.
so I've also, in my 5th grade class, I also made up this club called the Paleontology Club, Junior Paleontology Club, to
I'm not amazed
just
at all.
share my
Uh-huh.
just to share my knowledge with people who are also interested in my class. So it worked out pretty well.
What else do you want to be?
Well, besides that, I just want to be, a singer. Definitely. As you can see, I have a really big passion of singing, and I'm really I really want to be like, yes, I've been singing in many stages, but, those are just, small stages. My big dream would be just to, I want to ascend to a higher level and inspire billions around the world.
You will.
That's my mission statement.
You will. What are the challenges that you have when you have to take them around? I know both of you are working professionals, and our work life takes a lot of time. And with a special child, which is so vibrant, high energy, with so many things he wants to do,
Yes.
and what kind of
I think we have to channel his energy to the right place, right? So that's what we started thinking about. Let's narrow down on some of the things that he's good at, because I've seen, my friends and their kids, they go to like 10 different types of classes. They do soccer, they do music, they do karate, they do all different types of things, swimming. And, what we said is like, let's channel his energy to places where we think, he's really good at. So he's, especially just those 2-3 things like music, he's good at writing, creativity, those kinds of things. So we try to channel his energy to a few short things, small things that we think could take him far.
I think in terms of challenges, we do face in and out challenges. If there are certain classes who are on the first floor, they don't have elevators, we could not take him there. So we try to find out the facilities who are on the it's accessible.
Okay.
So those kind of challenges we face here and there. But that doesn't break our spirit. I think his spirit, he just continues learning. He's kind of a person who just doesn't sit idle. It's like he is just keep moving and learning and ask a lot of questions. He never stop. And I think I like about one thing about that, that also actually teaches us, we should be keep constantly running and moving and not stop and then not think about or stuck on something.
Of course, it's a lot of inspiration for
a
whole lot of us who don't have the challenges that he has. But it's the whole learning experience, and his energy and spirit and motivation is so contagious and inspiring. And I'm sure that he will be a well-known singer, inspiring billions of people like he dreams to, and do everything that he wants to.
Yes.
Right? Sparsh, I would like you to come back to the show once you have your stage performances, and then we want to hear a little bit more about your music talent. Maybe this next time some classical vocals.
All right, I'll do it. Yeah, I could do that.
All right. Do. So I really thank you for taking time from your day and sharing your story and bringing Sparsh here to the studio.
Thank you.
And for our viewers, I believe that the biggest disability is the disbelief, insensitivity, and being unconscious to our impediments. Thank you for being with us. Until next time, I'm host Ritu Chopra. See you next time.